Hello friends. I wanted to make a new Project Bluebeam video because a lot of people find robotic voices annoying, and I thought it important to give an update on this because of the October 14th prediction of first contact. Now, if you haven't heard about October 14th, where have you been? The webbot predictor is saying that, something is going to happen regarding disclosure. And then there's this Blossom Goodchild who wrote a book called The Bridge, and to anyone knowledgeable about Scientology, The Bridge to Total Freedom. So I think these New Age movements could potentially be related to the New World Order and to some sort of CIA operation. So please keep that in mind. So quickly here, what is Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam is basically the Great Deception. It is the plan to deceive humanity in order to accept slavery. Now, it has several steps. The first one is a breakdown of what we consider to be our accepted archaeological history. Some people say that there will be earthquakes that occur, and there will be new discoveries that sort of make us reject all the doctrines of the world religions. So it would prove that the world religions are wrong. A good example of this, which is probably also programming, is in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, where they find that monolith, and they're like, oh, okay, so aliens, manipulated us. Does this sound familiar? Yeah. So step 2, it deals with the gigantic space show. Make sure you bring your popcorn. Basically, they will project optical holograms and sound into the sky. Now, if you've been looking up at all, I hope that you would have noticed all the chemical aerosol activity that's going up there, or chemtrails. We're not really sure what they do, but it is possible that the increase in chemtrail activity could be a predictor of Bluebeam. But it might not be. It could just be weather manipulation or the missile shield. We don't know. But it's something to keep in mind. So they will project images of either our messiahs or a staged alien invasion. So you can see where first contact on October 14th kind of fits into this scenario. Now, step 3 is where it gets kind of weird. It says that ELF, extra low frequency, and very low frequency waves will be used to telepathically communicate with us. And now, I know this sounds completely ludicrous, okay? I know. But if you look into the HAARP technology and other low frequency wave devices, maybe they're already doing this. Maybe this explains the alien channeling or the implanted thoughts that many people have been discussing. Maybe this is where Blossom got her message from. Maybe it isn't blonde, blue-eyed Palladians from outer space. You have to consider this. But it would be convincing if someone came into your mind and said that, it did this. What would you do? I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm not really too sure how well developed their telepathic frequency manipulation is. They might not be able to do this, it's pretty far-fetched, but it's just important to keep in mind. If you have, some sort of schizophrenic episode or something on October 14th, I'd be like, okay, maybe there's a little more to this. Anyway, the 4th step is the biggie. This is where they stage the alien invasion. And it could be other scenarios too. This is why I say that I've been wondering about global warming and, anything that is a unifying event. Now, I don't think unity is a bad thing, but when we're unified under false pretenses, that is a bad thing. When we've been misled into accepting things like the United Nations and Codex Alimentarius and all these other things that are for our protection. that are really tyrannical. And, you know, we have to start waking up to this. There is a secret agenda going on. So, I mean, the fourth step, I know that there is dissent within the highest groups of the elite. There's the depopulation agenda, and then there's those that disagree with it. So I think that some of them feel a little bit wary about the alien invasion scenario. So what if they changed it? What if they changed it to an alien first contact scenario, 14th? But I think that Project Bluebeam is something that's likely. Like I said, the NASA scientists coming forward, and also the Vatican, and just, and Larry King, and I don't know, I just have this terrible feeling that it is a hoax, and, you know, like, I don't think aliens would be able to intervene in our world, you know. I think that there would be some sort of law against it. And maybe they're not even like aliens, you know, maybe it's some sort of interdimensional thing, you know, like, man, we know so little. I think the best thing to do is assume that you know nothing, because we've been lied to and conditioned and programmed for so long that who knows what is truth and what is reality. Truth is a fluid thing, it changes, and if you control the information, you control the people, right? Now finally, I do believe that if you seek inner guidance and if you know yourself, you will not be deceived by this. You will see the truth. And I think that's really important. Additionally, I really do believe that Scientology is one of these New Age cults, and it's not only Scientology, it is also these other outcroppings of, you know, alien worship, or people looking to aliens to solve problems that humans have created. We've created our own reality, and we continue to do so. If you want to bring change, live your life in a way that you would want to see the world become. Change your own life, and spread information to those around you, because we're at a time of great change, friends, and we need to prepare. Take care. Namaste.